Stanley, previously Caesar's presenting style has been kind of relentlessly upbeat, no matter what he's talking about, but style has changed, hasn't it, by Mockingjay Part 2, and essentially a war reporter, isn't he?
Yeah, and from a studio, yeah. Trying to sort of, I think he tries to capture the gravitas of the situation, but of course always slightly melodramatically.
And as you say, he's in the studio. He's nowhere near the front lines, is he?
No.
Did you have any TV reporters in mind to base his style on this time?
No, no one in particular. Just sort of went with what was written, and you try to keep the sense of the character and the sort of embellishments that he always has, but you have to sort of just keep it a bit smaller this time, let's say.
And he hasn't let war get in the way of making a fashion statement, has he? What did you make of his look, his hair and makeup and costume this time?
Well, it's great. It's always great to wear those costumes. It's fun, and you don't have to do much acting. Once you put all that stuff on, you don't have to do too much.
And you've got a great sense of style yourself. I always love your glasses.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
And I know Elizabeth Banks has talked about how Effie wearing that wardrobe has changed her sense of style, and she wears like a lot more colours now. Has Caesar changed Stanley's clothes?
Yeah, yes, I wear a lot fewer colours now.
And although it's an incredibly entertaining film, I think it doesn't shy away from some quite serious topics and big topics. Yeah. What particularly resonated with you about Mockingjay Part 2?
Well, I mean, I think how duplicitous the new regime was. Julianne's character, and that we're sort of condemned to repeat ourselves over and over again, and Katniss, somebody wants to kind of break that cycle.
It was the UK premiere last night, and some fans were camping out in London's Leicester Square for about 5 days.
I know.
Cold, wet week.
I know.
What do you admire about the dedication of the fans to the Hunger Games?
Well, I think it's incredible. It's really, it's an honor to be a part of these movies, and when people are so devoted to them like that, it's very exciting.
And you've released 2 cookbooks, of course. Have you had a chance to cook for any of your fellow Hunger Games cast?
No, because when I've made these movies, I go in for about a week and then I disappear. So, and in a hotel room, no. Well, actually, let me think. Oh, I cooked. I was going to cook for Woody one time when he was here in London doing another movie, and he's a vegan, so we prepared an entire vegan meal, but he never showed up. Yeah,
that's bad.
Yeah.
That went to the dog.
It's very upsetting. No, it went to us.
And you're about to make a film, I believe, about Alberto Giacometti.
Yeah.
What was the draw of that for you?
Well, I love Giacometti. He's such an interesting artist, and I've always been fascinated by him for the last 25 years or so. He was kind of like the consummate artist, and certainly one of the greatest artists of the 20th century. But he was also very articulate about his art. It wasn't just the art itself; it was how he articulated his process.
And Geoffrey Rush, you've got a great lead there.
Yeah, Geoffrey Rush will play Giacometti, and James Lord will be Armie Hammer.
Stanley Tucci, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!